Justice is finally catching up to the perpetrators of one of the biggest political scandals in American history. Before we get into the story, please like, comment, and share Explain America. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. FBI Director Kash Patel just announced the indictment of 70 people in one of the largest COVID-era fraud schemes in American history, a $250 million scam in Minnesota that stole funds meant to feed hungry children. The case centers on the so-called Feeding Our Future program, where conspirators falsely claimed to have provided millions of meals during the pandemic. In reality, they used the federal money to buy luxury homes, sports cars, vacations, and even yacht charters. Here's what we know. 70 people indicted, with 38 already pleading guilty. The remaining defendants are heading to trial this year. FBI Director Kash Patel called it one of the worst fraud cases in Minnesota history. He declared, "If you exploit the most vulnerable, we will find you and bring you to justice." And let's be clear, this is what real accountability looks like. Stealing from children during a pandemic is beyond disgusting. Kudos Patel and the FBI for actually getting results. But this raises a much bigger question. How much more COVID fraud is still out there? Now, while we celebrate convictions in this case, there's another scandal that must not go unpunished. The Obama administration's conspiracy to sabotage Trump's 2016 victory. Just released by Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, more than 100 pages of documents show that Obama-era officials knew Russia didn't hack the election, but buried the evidence anyway to launch a seditious investigation into President Donald Trump. Among the findings, a September 2016 intelligence memo that concluded that foreign adversaries do not have and will probably not obtain the ability to hack U.S. elections. On December 7, 2016, DNI James Clapper's office said there was no evidence Russia altered the election outcome. Yet just 2 days later, Obama met with CIA Director John Brennan, FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, and others to create a seditious narrative that the President of the United States was a traitor. That effort included the since-debunked Steele dossier used to justify the Russia collusion hoax. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard called it exactly what it was. Quote, "A treasonous conspiracy. Their goal was to subvert the will of the American people," unquote. That wasn't just politics. It was a years-long coup attempt against a duly elected president. And now, thanks to whistleblowers and bold leaders like Patel and Gabbard, the truth is finally coming out. So here's the question. Will the DOJ have the courage to act